Okay, we're back live on YouTube. We need a vote to open session. You do a roll call, please.
Mr. Deal,
Yes.
Dr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. Prater,
Yes.
Mr. Pig,
Yes.
Ms. Davis.
Yes.
Okay, so we're back in open session. So we want to take a vote on a motion. And I'm sorry, I want to make sure I get this correct. Could you quote the motion for us, Christy?
Sure. The motion is to authorize council to file a motion to intervene in the case of Robinson versus DHSS.
Okay, so can I have a motion to approve that motion? Or make
So
that motion?
moved.
I'm sorry. Okay, and a second?
Second.
Okay, so do we have discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
for the public that are watching and for those that will be referring back to this, is this on YouTube so that they can watch it right now? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. And it will be recorded as well so they can go back to watch this as well?
You should know that, but yes, it is.
Okay. My discussion is that this matter could involve our department. It cost us a lot of money. It could cost us a lot in legal fees. It can cost us a lot in our director's time that you're going to be asking for this director to be available for testimony, et cetera, et cetera. She'll have to do preparation. She'll have to meet with the attorney. The attorney will have to meet with her. The attorney will have to represent us in court. There are other counties that that are challenging the AG's orders and decisions and about the Cole County lawsuit, judgment, whatever. And there's no reason whatsoever that Jefferson County needs to step into this. That it's going to run its course. It's going to do what it's going to do. We do not need to join into it, in my opinion. We do not need to spend our people's money, our tax money. We do not need to involve our attorney. We do not need to involve our director's time and take her time away from her regular duties.
Okay.
And
thank
I
you.
believe that the public that's watching needs to hear this and understand that there's no reason why we need to do this. So whatever this board decides to do, and if I am outvoted on it, I have made the statement, and you all are well aware that this board may choose to spend your tax money foolishly. If they do, I'm out of this, and I'm not going to be responsible if they are sued personally or if they.
Thank you very much,
Whatever.
Ms. Davis, for making your point. Does any of the other board members like to make a comment?
Sure, I'd like to make a comment if I may so.
You have the floor. Please, no interruptions for folks who have the floor.
You
We're
You're
not-
having trouble with your audio.
just
at
make
this
it brief
point.
that I believe that my phone. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You may need to, if you would like, you
So,
may need to turn off your video for just a moment. It tends to help the reception better.
Okay, so can we hear me now?
That's great.
Very clear. All right, so I just was going to make a point that we have spent a lot of money in reference to other matters, specifically with investigations that we have specifically on people that have been caused by people. So I'm not going to get specific because I think the attorney would smack me down for being specific in anything that I would, but I do want to just point out that we must protect the county, and part of this is for that. Thank you very much.
Anyone else like to make a
I'm
comment?
done.
Thank you, Tim. I have a comment. One of the points that was made in closed session is that what the Attorney General is proposing is to prevent local health departments from performing the duties that they have performed for, well, Jefferson County Health Department, for example, for 70 years. We're using the same approach to try to control and prevent COVID that we have with all communicable diseases. So measles, tuberculosis, meningitis, all of those are things we deal with on a regular basis. And what the Attorney General is asking us to do is no longer try to prevent or deal with any communicable disease. And that is, as a public health person, as a board member, as a citizen of Jefferson County, as a citizen of Missouri, that is totally unacceptable.
Mr. Chairman.
More people have died of COVID in the United States that died in the Civil War in half the time. To try to ignore this issue, to try to ignore other communicable diseases, to try to stop the good work that public health has done in the United States, in Missouri, in Jefferson County for years is totally unacceptable. If people are watching this, if you don't know what public health does, please look at our website. Please look at all the things public health does for you. If you go to a restaurant, you can depend that it's safe. If you have children in a licensed daycare, you can feel that it's safe. We deal with nursing homes. We deal with all kinds of other issues. If you consider mosquitoes a nuisance, much less a vector for disease, we're the only entity in Jefferson County that controls that county-wide. So your tax dollars are being spent extremely well. I can tell you, as a past director of the health department, as a board member, as a person who's been in public health for 40 years, as the executive director of the Missouri Institute for Community Health, which provides accreditation to local health agencies. I've seen all the health departments in the state. I've worked with them. And I can tell you that they all do great work. And I can tell you that Jefferson County Health Department is and has been one of the best health departments in the state. And to villainize the people who do this work, to villainize the people who are trying to protect the health and safety of our community is just wrong. This is not a political issue. It's a health issue. And people need to understand that and stop the ridiculous attacks against public health. That is my comment.
Mr. Chairman.
Very well said. Thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
You had your chance to make your point, Ms. Davis. Thank you.
This is a discussion, and you said, is there any discussion? And this is a discussion
And
until
you-
all of the
and
discussion is finished.
You had
we
your
need-
opportunity.
We need to be
do that.
recognized. I'd like to
Move
address some of the
forward.
things that you said, sir.
You had your opportunity.
I would like to address some of the things that you
So,
said, sir.
We have a motion and a second on the table. So.
Some of the things that you
had
said
our-
are true, that yes, our health department does a great job.
Move
Thank
on
you.
question.
Our health department is also
calling-
involved
I
in
wanna
quarantining
call-
children at school
I,
and putting masks on children at school, and that's what the AG's
I'm
office
calling the
is
question
trying
to
to take
vote
care of.
on
He's not
our,
trying to keep all
motion
health
and
departments
second.
from doing their job. He's not trying to take
Everyone-
away the right to quarantine for other diseases. I
calling the
want that
question.
made clear.
Ms. Davis,
So
you've,
that
you've
what you're
made your
saying is
point.
not
Thank
true,
you.
Mr. Deal. Whether you
You're,
want to
you're,
recognize me or not, I'm gonna say that.
uh,
It's your job to
you
recognize.
have provided
One of
so,
us, as long as
you've
we have a
provided
discussion.
so much misinformation and quite frankly, lies to the public about the
You're
health
telling a lie
department.
when you say that the AG's office is trying to take away the right to quarantine other diseases.
That's a
He is
lie.
not.
That is a lie, Ms. Davis.
You're
He
the
is.
liar. If you're saying the AG's office is gonna take away the
I
health,
move to call the
all health
question.
departments,
All right,
right?
all in
Right.
favor
Do
of the
their job
motion
is
on the
not correct.
table,
That is a
please
lie.
say
You're
aye.
using that
Aye.
to try to get,
Anyone
spend more
opposed to the
money,
motion?
do more legal stuff you don't need to do. You don't
Okay,
even need to get
if you're
involved
not
in
gonna
this.
vote, Ms. Davis, that's fine. So the vote is 4-0 to approve the motion. Any other items on the agenda today having,
Hold on, Mr. Deal, you need to record her vote rather, unless she says that she wants to
she's
abstain.
too busy lying to the public to vote.
Ms.
Mr.
Davis, you need,
Chairman, you don't have the right to
Ms. Davis,
categorize.
Ms. Davis, we
or
need to record your
Are you
vote.
gonna
me
vote
as a-
or not, Ms. Davis?
As a person,
Are you gonna
you
vote?
don't have a right to do that. You're the chairman. You're
She's
supposed
not
to
gonna, she's
conduct
not
the
gonna
Are
vote.
you
meeting.
gonna,
She's not
You are
gonna
not
vote.
to call me names,
she,
tell me
she-
that I am full of
saying-
misinformation.
You
That's
call me
not your
names.
job.
To record your
Okay.
vote. Ms. Davis, you're going to need to either vote or say that you abstain.
I abstain from the vote.
Okay,
I will
I
not
make-
be any part
We
of that
adjourn the
kind
meeting.
of vote.
Motion-
Because
motion-
you're misleading
So we
the
have
public and doing,
uh, yeah.
and what you accuse me of, you are misinformation right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have this out, Ms. Davis, so,
Yep.
thank you very much. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
I
Mr.
make a
Pig,
motion.
I
Yes, Chrissy?
Mr. Pig made a motion.
So
Second.
what's this gonna cost our county,
All in
Christie?
favor of
Tell us the
adjourning the
truth.
meeting, please
What's
say
it gonna
aye.
cost our
Aye.
county?
Aye.
For you to be involved
Are you
against
gonna
Cole
vote, Ms.
County
Davis?
and the AG's office?
You
So,
gonna
because
vote, Ms.
everybody's
Davis?
listening,
All right.
what's it gonna cost us, Chrissy?
Meeting's adjourned.
Lining your pocket?
Miss Davis, do you have a vote? You need to make a vote on the
No,
motion
I'm
to close the
letting
meeting.
be known that our director needs to be
We'll
working
see
in
you
our health
all,
department.
Miss
and I'm
Davis, do
working
you
against
have a
our
vote?
attorney
The
general.
director has asked for a
And-
vote on the
And that
table.
our
Please
our
answer.
tax money does not need to go towards
you.
Christy Coleman
You're
and Kelly Vollmer fighting
you're
against our
unethical.
attorney
We're all adjourned.
general.
Thank you.
Thank you.